Alright, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be solving logarithmic equations that have two logs set equal to each other. Now, of course, it's very important that we make sure that the log bases of each log are the same. In this case, log base 3 of 2x minus 1 equals log base 3 of 4x plus 5. Because the log bases are both the same, then I can go ahead and solve the equation. So, what we want to do is, just like before, I need to cancel out those log bases of 3. And it's actually really easy because all we're going to do is we're going to take both sides of the equation, set them with bases of 3. What's going to happen is the bases of 3 and the log bases of 3 are going to cancel each other out. So really what we're only working with is what's on the inside, the 2x minus 1 and the 4x plus 5 set equal to each other. So now, of course, all we have to do is get the variables together on one side of the equation and then solve. So easiest thing to do, move 2x, subtract 5, subtract 5. We end up getting 2x equals negative 6. Divide both sides by 2. We get x equals negative 3. Now, of course, this is actually very important that you need to do. You need to take your solution and you're going to have to plug them in back into the original equations because there are chances that we do get a no solution. So if I take x equals negative 3, plug it back into both, this is going to give me log base 3 of 2 times negative 3 minus 1 equals log base 3 of 4x plus 5. Well, in this case, it's not x no more, it's now negative 3. And I want to work them out. So now, what we need to remember is that inside of the logs cannot be taken to zeros or negatives. So after you plug them in, if it results in a 0 or a negative, it actually ends up being a no solution. So in this case, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Negative 6 minus 1 is going to be negative 7. So this is actually log base 3 of negative 7. So right there on the first one, this is a no-no. We cannot have negatives inside the logs. So because this is a no-no, our answer is actually a no solution. So, no solution for this one, but 9 times out of 10, we will actually get a solution. So it's very important that after you figure out what the potential solution is, make sure you plug them back in and solve.